Hey guys, it's Minius. The Mass Effect series probably has the best use of squad mates in video games. Other series might have squad mates that are more useful in combat, but Mass Effect squad mates are well-rounded characters who help drive the plot in interesting and engaging ways. So, when the developers reveal who your squad mates will be in Mass Effect Andromeda, it's going to be a big deal. So far, we actually know a bit about squad mates in the new game. Back in August, the recently departed Chris Wynn pretty much confirmed that there won't be any returning characters, which means each of your squad mates will be someone entirely new. The earlier Reddit leak gave us a bunch more information. For instance, loyalty missions will be making a comeback in Mass Effect Andromeda. You can gain each squad mate's loyalty by completing their special mission and unlock a brand new skill tree for that character, just like in Mass Effect 2. That leak also gave us the number of squad mates you'll have in the new game, and that number is 7. I'm sure some of you were hoping for more, but 7 is pretty much in line with what we've gotten so far. Mass Effect 2 may have blown out the roster size a bit, but the original Mass Effect and Mass Effect 3 had 6 and 7 squad mates respectively. Now that doesn't mean they can't add more with DLC, but right now the number is 7. But who are these 7 squad mates? At the moment, we only have information on 2 of them. The first character that we know of is named Cora, who is a biotic. I'm going to assume that Cora is female. The name Cora is supposed to come from the Greek word kore, which means girl or maiden, and it would be very strange if they used that name on a dude. In the announced trailer, you get a brief look at a woman fighting alongside the trailer's main character, and this could be her. The most recent leak, which I'm nowhere near as confident in, says that one of your squad mates is a blonde woman. But when I think of a biotic female, I immediately think of the Asari. In reality, Cora could be either human or Asari, but what we do know is that she is on your team. The second squad mate we know about is Drac, who is a male Krogan. You also get a look at a Krogan in the announced trailer, fighting alongside the woman in the trailer's main character, though I'll have to go frame by frame and then pause it, and then blow it up. It's not a great view, but the armor surrounding the back of that guy's head and neck screams Krogan, and that very well could be Drac. You do get a much better look at a Krogan in the 2014 E3 trailer, though this shot is clearly labeled as a conceptual prototype, and I'm not sure if that's Drac or not, but I'll use this image for now. In the original Reddit leak, Drac is the squad mate they used to explain crew loyalty missions, and at some point in Mass Effect Andromeda, a Krogan colony ship will get captured by an outlaw faction, and Drac will want to go rescue them. That's it. That's all we know about Drac. Though because Drac is a Krogan, we can probably assume that he's a total badass. I love bringing a Krogan to a fight in Mass Effect, and I'm very glad to know that I'll be able to do that in Andromeda. So we've got Drac and Cora, but that leaves 5 more potential squad mates. Let's take some guesses as to what races those squad mates are.
It's not racism, not really.
Something that BioWare games have is both a male and female human squad mate. In Mass Effect 3, you could have Ashley or Kaidan, and then James. In Mass Effect 2, you had Jack, Jacob, Kasumi, Miranda, and Zaid. In the original, you had both Ashley and Kaidan. The Dragon Age Series 2, every single game had at least one male and female human companion option, and usually more. You can even go back to Knights of the Old Republic and find both male and female humans. My point here is that it would be a serious break from what BioWare has done for there not to be both a male and female human squad mate, teammate, companion, whatever. But what about the Asari? If Cora isn't Asari, I'd be astounded if you didn't have another squad mate who was Asari. Each Mass Effect game has had an Asari squad mate. In general, I think the Asari are more likely to work with a human expedition than any of the other species in the Milky Way, and Liara was such a wildly popular character throughout the series that I'd expect them to try to add someone who could at least somewhat fill that role. Another likely bet is that one of your squad mates will be Turian. Along with the Asari, the Turians play a prominent role in the Mass Effect series, and I think it would be a bit weird if they were left out. Personally, I'd like to see a female Turian, because we just haven't seen much of them. We know that they serve in the Turian military and can fight, and I think a Turian female would add a ton to the game. I don't know, Garrus, what do you think?
Can it wait for a bit? I'm in the middle of some calibrations.
So at this point, we've got Drac the Krogan, Korra the human female, or Asari, then the Asari or human female, the human male who will probably be muscly or something, and then a Turian squad mate. These 5 seem very likely, but that means that there are only 2 spots left, so now it gets very interesting. Probably the biggest factor with these remaining spots is that Mass Effect Andromeda takes place in, well, Andromeda, and a new galaxy means new aliens. I'd be very disappointed if you can't take at least one of these new aliens with you on missions, and it wouldn't surprise me at all if both of these remaining spots go to races from Andromeda. But that would leave a lot of familiar faces off the team. I'd really like another Solarian squad mate. A lot of fans like the Quarians, and if they make it to Andromeda, then shouldn't they be represented on the squad? As I've said before, I also want a Volus squad mate.
Oh, don't make me laugh. Damn it, my face is barely holding together as it is.
Well, maybe your ship or colony will be full of the races that don't make the squad mate cut. I'd really like to see additional characters play advisory roles, similar to what Cullen, Josephine, and Liliana played in Dragon Age Inquisition. Basically, I think 7 squad mates is a little on the small side, and although you'll get to know those characters well, I think there is room for more. So here's what I think the roster might look like at the moment. Of course, when we get new information, this will need to be updated, but I think this is a pretty reasonable guess. I'm sure you guys have your own ideas on possible Mass Effect Andromeda squad mates, so don't forget to let everybody know in the comment section below. Thumbs up to Belmont Fire Vania for suggesting this topic. If you've got a topic you'd like to see in a video, throw it up in the comments section. We have had some great suggestions so far. Again, if you like this video, please give it a like. It really helps out the channel. Keep an eye on Minius GC for more Mass Effect videos. But for now...
I should go.